checking out of the hotel and had a really good night's stay last night. We just sat in the room and watched some TV and hung out. Had just a nice time hanging, just the two of us, and I think we're headed to the aquarium now. We're gonna go to the aquarium and see what it has to offer. We've never been there before, so we'll see you there. Bye. Alright guys, we're here at the aquarium. I am sorry, but we're gonna have to wear our masks through this. It's a requirement of the aquarium, so we'll talk as loud as we can. But right behind us is the stage that you two used in the 360 tour back probably 8 years ago, about 8 years ago. Jill and I actually attended the YouTube concert, which this was the stage 4, and it traveled around the whole world with them. The aquarium here somehow found out it was for sale and acquired it through, I'm assuming through a purchase, or maybe it was granted to them, I'm not sure, but it is here now at the aquarium and it's part of their display, not as a U2 stage so much, but it has some features inside, but they're not allowing us in there because of winter, so. We are in the Journey to South America exhibit right now. Nobody's dumb enough to touch a porcupine. This is not a real whale, it's just a replica. If it was real, I'd hate to be the taxidermist that had to do that. Here we are under the belly of the whale. This is a desert tarantula. He's kind of been hiding in there, but I hate to even know we have tarantulas in Utah. There's a snake. This is called a bone tail, and they are an endangered fish located here in Utah. I like to show off for the audience. These are brine shrimp. When I was little, we would go out to the Great Salt Lake and try and catch them. We would call them sea monkeys. Kind of hard to see them in there because they're so tiny. Those are salamanders, and we have caught those in the mountains before. So this just blew my mind. This is what the Great Salt Lake used to look like. If you're familiar with it now, you can see that all of Cache Valley used to be underwater. Box Elder was just an island. Used to go clear up into Idaho and even clear over into Nevada and reached as far down south as Beaver. The lake has definitely shrunk, losing half of its volume. So these fish are so sensitive to light, they have to stay in the dark, but you can see their eyes glowing. You'd how they just turn on and off as they swim around. Well, we can't find Nemo. He's supposed to be in there somewhere, but we can't find him. That one's pretty cool. Striped, yeah, striped. The yellow one's pretty. So I paid about $300 for a lobster that big once. Never do that again. This is what you call organized chaos. Must just be taking a nap and scratching himself right now. That snake blends into his environment so good. I'm afraid I'd walk up on him and he'd have me before I knew it. There's actually one there and there's one up above. Well, that concludes our tour of the aquarium, the Loveland Water Aquarium, whatever. But we had a really good time. There's way more here than I ever expected to see. I thought we were going to come see some fish, maybe some penguins.
The penguins were my favorite.
The penguins are awesome. Just waddle around, puffing their chests out, acting like they're all big and tough. But I'll tell you what, if you're ever in Salt Lake City, make this a part of your trip. It costs $19.95 a person. If you're a senior citizen or a veteran, you get a discount. If you're under the age of 2, you get in free. I kept having to argue with the lady. She said Jill gets in free, and I said she's over the 2 though, and the lady kept saying no, she's a young one. I said yeah, she is. Anyways, we had a really good time.
It was fun.
We were
in there almost 2 hours.
2 hours, and we kind of pushed through a lot of it. A lot of people here today, so we didn't want to block up the sites too long. I really liked the sharks. I could have sat there for an hour watching those sharks swim around, but I hope you're able to hear us talk with the masks on. Right now they are still requiring masks inside, so I hope that didn't muffle our sound too much. But to any YouTube fans out there, 360 tour right there. Big shout out to all the YouTube fans. And
let's go eat lunch.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up. Love you guys. Thanks for coming along on our anniversary escape. Obviously you weren't gonna be there for all of it, but you were there for a lot of it. Love you guys.